Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Idea Angel. I offer strategic advice on software and product development on my channel, and this is open for questions from my friends in the community. You can connect with me on LinkedIn or on YouTube, and you can post questions to me on topics related to e-commerce, software development, product development, and I shall be very happy to answer your questions in one of my videos. Okay, so the next question is from Jasleen Kaur, and this is what she asks. Assessing the financial implications in deploying technologies for marketplaces have always been difficult for me. Rather, the choice between marketplace or inventory model, their comparative technological support system insights is what I am quite keen on knowing. So I'll add a bit of a context here is that if I think as far as I remember, you were trying to launch your own marketplace and you were looking around for your options in terms of technology and platform. And I think, yes, so the answer is a little bit complicated here. The point is that if you are looking at launching a marketplace, so marketplace is a different ball game than launching your online shopping business. Because if you are a mono brand and you want to sell your products on a website, what you just need to do is get one shopping cart software and deploy it, or maybe get a subscription of that software, and hopefully it is running already on a cloud and you can just start using it. And then you just basically make cosmetic touches to this shopping cart, add products to the catalog, and then add prices, inventory, configure your payment and shipping options, give some promotion codes. And I think that pretty much sets up your online shopping site. And I think if you start pumping in some money on marketing, hopefully within few minutes you will also start getting your first set of orders. So this is very easy to do if you were just trying to set up a small time online shop for yourself. But if you're trying to set up a marketplace, then this is a different ball game altogether. The problem with a marketplace is that you are dealing with first of all, a collection of suppliers. So these suppliers, on day one at least, you can't go and tell them that, look, I am gonna buy an X or Y amount of inventory from you. So you are basically saying that, look, I'm gonna come up with a marketplace. Are you with me? And these are my business terms. And then they will say that, okay, yes. They will give you an intent. So they will say that it's okay, we are interested. So whenever you're ready, just let us know. And their expectation is generally that if you are a marketplace, you will basically either ask them to drop ship your orders, or you will ask them to basically give you inventory on consignment basis, where basically you don't actually pay up till the product gets sold. Or basically the third option, which obviously every supplier wants, is that you will buy the inventory on an outright basis and they don't have to worry about what happens to that inventory, whether it gets sold or not. So obviously you will not want to get into the third category. You will want to either say that, look, you drop ship my orders as and when they come, or you basically give inventory to me, I'll stock it in my warehouse and then I will ship. And every time it gets shipped, you basically end up getting the money for the item that gets sold. And then the suppliers will have their own ifs and buts. Ultimately, what they need is a system where they can see what is happening with their inventory, and depending on what business model they actually agree to work with you, they will need capabilities in the console that you will offer them as a marketplace to basically take ownership of their side of things. So for example, if you're a dropship partner, you will have to give them the functionalities to download orders and process the orders, and bulk upload status, and if there are any custom instructions, follow those instructions, and if there are any quality check parameters to do and all those things. Or if there is a second kind of supplier who is basically sending you the inventory on consignment basis, so there is an option of digitizing that inventory according to your system, so that your system can understand the SKUs, because the SKU reference numbers by which your supplier tracks their products versus how you track may be different. So you need to have a mapping barcode on the product. So all those things need to be done, and then the shipment gets transferred to your warehouse, or yeah, a virtual warehouse like Amazon, fulfillment by Amazon works. So this is where the technology starts getting complex in case of marketplaces. Now, this is one part of the problem. The other part of the problem is that when the customer places an order. Now, imagine I'm a customer of say Amazon. I know, and I buy a mobile phone, then I buy a memory card, I buy a screen protector, and I buy let's say a mobile cover. Now I am actually buying 4 products from 4 different suppliers in one transaction. So this is my experience as a customer. But what happens is that as soon as that order gets created in the system and I pay, or I say that okay, I will pay at the time of delivery, the system should have the capability of basically splitting this order seamlessly into 4 distinct orders for 4 different suppliers, and then track each of these orders individually, and then at the same time keep you informed as a customer in a manner which basically doesn't create too much of noise. So you as a customer have placed one order, you don't really care whether it gets serviced by 4 people or 4 companies. So the summary is that look, the technology also gets complicated on this entire experience side. So you can see that this technology is very complex at the consumer experience side of the things, and then there is a lot of complexity in tracking those shipments and fulfilling those orders, and interacting with various shipping partners, because in a marketplace situation you may end up with more than one courier companies who are basically picking those goods from different locations and delivering them to the customer at different times. And then the payment is also very complex, because you're taking payment in one transaction from the customer, and now you're splitting it up into multiple transactions, into with the multiple suppliers, and then you're also taking your cut, and you're also trying to control the payout in terms of for example, you want to pay only when the product gets delivered, or there is some sort of a threshold only when on a subsequent to that only the payment gets done. Or there may be other business conditions, like there may be a T+7 kind of a rule where you say that the payment gets credited to your account on 7th day of the item getting delivered, for example, if T is the date of delivery. So the thing is that marketplace software and marketplace platform is a very complex thing if you were to do it properly, and therefore the technology associated with it also tends to get very complex. Now, if you look around in the market, and if you go to a lot of commercial off-the-shelf providers, they will, at least from a sales pitch point of view, they will tell you that, oh, it's very simple, and then we have a solution, and you just buy it, and everything will be fine. The point is that this is a sales trap. Ultimately, it's your business, you have to operationalize it, and therefore it will be an operational nightmare for you if you are doing it for the first time. So you need good technology, you need a technology which scales, which evolves, which you can customize according to your taste, and the cost of customization is also not very hard on you. So all those decisions basically can become I would say a little sort of a pain sticking process, but I think in such a situation advisors and consultants actually come to rescue. And I think what you can do is that if you are getting too hassled with this entire process, get yourself a consultant or somebody or a friend who can advise you with the right decision making process. And don't be disheartened if it doesn't work out, because the point is that you want to get into the business and you want to be successful. And if those success will come at a cost of certain resources, either money or people or time or something. And if it is ultimately taking away too much from you in return of nothing, then I guess somewhere you need to say that, look, boss, this is not something I can do unless I have more people or more capabilities around me. And that's where most of these companies you will see generally were founded by a group of people rather than an individual, because you need those capabilities in different departments to come together so that people can own their own respective set of problems and independently solve them, so that one person doesn't end up trying to solve this entire piece of puzzle. So summary is that I understand this technology is complex, and that's why there aren't many options available in the market as far as marketplaces are concerned, and most of them actually have a uh, very steep learning curve, and they also come with a lot of technical debt. So even if you buy something, you will have to deploy a lot of manpower to basically customize and make it operational for you. There is an interesting piece of advice which I would want to give you in addition to whatever I said so far, is that if you are really trying to put together a marketplace, and if you don't have people around you to take care of tech, business, marketing, and all, but you really have a good idea, you can actually find business partners in the industry who are, let's say, who someone may be very strong in manufacturing, someone may be very strong in supply chain management, logistics, and all. Someone may be very good in marketing. So what you can do is you can actually look at a possibility of partnering or sort of creating a conglomerate where these organizations or group of people can sort of come together and solve a certain business problem, which then sort of gets distributed amongst a set of people. I think, I mean, I don't recall an example instantly, but I think, as far as I know, there is a lot of coordinated effort in industries such as automotive industry, aftermarket spare parts, and several other industries also, where even competitors are coming together and creating a platform for their customers to come and transact with one or more than one of them. So, I mean, if you have an idea which you think is solving a genuine business problem, and even if you don't have the resources, technology available to you as an individual, I think one option or advice is that go and talk around to other people who may have other, sort of capabilities which complement your capabilities, and start to put together a network of these people who can then come together, and then you can form a company wherein each of these individuals or groups may have their own respective stakes. And then I think that could also be something for you to consider, given that this is a complex piece of problem that you're trying to solve. Hi friends, I hope you liked my video, and I'm sure that if you have watched my video till this point, you may already have some comments, suggestions, or ideas for me to make my videos better in future. So I will really appreciate if you can send your comments, put them below on my YouTube video, and give me ideas, give me suggestions on how I can make this more helpful for people like yourself or anybody else in your network. And I will definitely, work on all your comments and suggestions. And of course, questions are more than welcome. So if you have more questions on this topic or any other topic, please do send your questions. And if I am able to answer myself, I will try to answer. Otherwise, I will try to rope in someone else in my network who can answer these questions for you. And hopefully, we will try to address some of the concerns or questions or queries that you have in your mind. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please click on the bell icon and subscribe, so that whenever I post a new video, you get an alert, and then you can watch my latest video. And thank you very much for staying with me so far, and I wish you all the best, and stay in touch. Thank you.